A toddler is found lifeless in a dimly lit room, but her parents' story doesn't add up. Detectives uncovered chilling text messages between the mother and her boyfriend, hinting at a horrifying truth. Every clue leads to more questions, bruises, a dented wall, and a story that keeps changing. As investigators dig deeper, secrets of abuse and fear come to light, revealing a nightmare no one could imagine. The shocking truth will leave viewers questioning everything. Who is really responsible for this tragedy?
Red and blue lights flashed outside the silent trailer before sunrise. Police officers stepped carefully inside, sensing something inside that small home had gone terribly wrong. A tiny body lay still on the living room couch. Investigators quickly realized this quiet morning was hiding a far darker and disturbing truth. Detectives began asking simple questions about the toddler's nightly routine. They carefully searched the house, hoping something small might explain the sudden tragedy. Her mother mentioned a sleep aid the child sometimes used. She explained the toddler usually received 2 melatonin tablets before bedtime every single night. Melatonin is commonly sold over the counter across America. It helps regulate sleep cycles, though experts warn young children should rarely take supplements. Despite the pills, the little girl often resisted sleep. Her mother admitted the toddler constantly fought bedtime and struggled to settle down peacefully. Detectives asked whether this behavior had always existed before. The mother insisted stubborn sleep habits had followed the child since her earliest months. Family members described the child as energetic and playful. They said she constantly smiled and filled every room with laughter and warmth. Questions soon turned toward discipline inside the home. Investigators wanted to know how often the toddler was corrected for misbehavior. Her mother said discipline happened several times each day. Usually it involved telling the child no when she misbehaved or acted out. The detective asked how frustration was usually handled. The mother claimed she sometimes lost patience, but simply walked away instead. Nothing alarming had ever been witnessed by others nearby, but investigators still sensed the explanation they heard sounded incomplete and troubling. The mother then suggested a possible accident that morning. She wondered whether the toddler suffocated while sleeping face down against the couch blanket. Detectives paused, quietly considering the possibility presented to them, but something about that explanation immediately raised doubts inside the investigator's mind. The toddler had slept safely there many nights before. If nothing changed, why would the same couch suddenly become deadly this morning? Detectives pressed further, carefully repeating the same question again. What exactly happened differently today compared to all the other nights? The mother had no clear answer to offer. She repeated that the child simply slept on her stomach like always. Meanwhile, officers carefully removed the toddler's body from the home. Heartbroken grandparents stood nearby, desperately asking if they could kiss her goodbye. They learned the child would undergo a full autopsy. Doctors needed to examine her body carefully before determining what truly happened. Family members insisted the toddler had been healthy. They believed nothing about the little girl suggested a sudden natural death. Suspicion slowly turned toward the mother and boyfriend. Relatives quietly told investigators they worried about the couple's unstable relationship. One family member mentioned the boyfriend had been violent. Rumors suggested he had recently assaulted someone during an argument. The child's aunt also shared troubling information with detectives. She explained the boyfriend was not actually the toddler's biological father. For most of her life, the child stayed with relatives. Family members claimed the mother rarely cared for the toddler consistently. They said the toddler lived with them most weeks. Whenever she arrived, they noticed worrying signs of neglect. Sometimes the child had severe diaper rashes. Other times she arrived without proper clothing or even basic shoes. Relatives said the toddler often appeared extremely hungry. When given food, she ate non-stop as if she rarely ate enough. These disturbing details painted an uncomfortable picture for investigators, but they still did not fully explain how the toddler suddenly died. During questioning, the detective returned to one simple truth. Healthy children rarely die suddenly, without some clear and tragic cause. He reminded the mother about the couch explanation again. If she slept there many nights before, what changed this morning? The mother insisted she truly did not know. She repeated the same explanation about sleeping face down again. The detective asked a direct question next. Did you suffocate your daughter while trying to make her sleep? The mother immediately denied harming the child. She said someone else must have hurt her daughter. Detectives continued pressing for any possible explanation. Maybe the child received too much melatonin earlier that morning. The mother denied giving any extra pills. She said the toddler always received only 2 tablets before bedtime. Still, investigators knew toxicology tests would reveal everything. Autopsy results would show exactly what substances existed inside the child's body. The detective reminded her the truth always surfaces eventually, whether suffocation, overdose, or violence caused the toddler's tragic death. Meanwhile, the child's aunt shared her own theory. She believed someone inside that house must have hurt the toddler. Family members described the girl as incredibly happy. They said she smiled constantly and loved everyone around her. No one understood how something so terrible happened. A child so full of life should never have died like this. Then the mother suddenly admitted something disturbing. She confessed, holding the toddler down briefly to force sleep. She claimed it lasted only a short moment, just enough pressure to keep the child still on the couch. Investigators immediately asked her to demonstrate exactly what happened. They needed to understand precisely how she positioned her hands. The mother showed how she pressed the toddler's upper body. She said she held her still so she would finally fall asleep. The detective asked how long this lasted. The mother estimated less than 1 minute before letting go. The child stopped crying shortly after being restrained. The mother assumed the toddler simply drifted into sleep afterward. She never tried waking the child immediately afterward. She believed the toddler was simply sleeping peacefully on the couch. But investigators soon received disturbing evidence from the crime scene. Technicians discovered something shocking hidden inside the living room wall. A dent appeared in the drywall nearby. Inside the damaged wall, investigators found strands of the toddler's hair. The detective confronted the mother with this evidence. Something struck that wall with enough force to leave a deep impact. The mother looked shocked hearing the discovery. She insisted she never threw or pushed the toddler. Investigators explained the dent matched the child's height. It suggested the toddler's head slammed violently against the wall. The mother offered another explanation quickly. She claimed the toddler might have fallen off the couch earlier, but detectives knew that fall seemed unlikely. The wall crack stood nearly 3 feet above the floor. With mounting evidence, investigators made their decision. The detective informed the mother she was now under arrest. She insisted repeatedly that she never murdered her child. But officers explained the toddler died because of her actions. Police then seized her cell phone for evidence. Inside, they discovered messages revealing chilling conversations with her boyfriend. The texts were sent early that morning. They showed growing frustration as the toddler refused to sleep. One message revealed shocking anger toward the child. The mother wrote she was furious and ready to hurt her. Her boyfriend responded with disturbing encouragement. He told her to beat the child if necessary. Later, she texted back a chilling reply. She claimed she already did exactly what he suggested. Autopsy results soon confirmed the horrific truth. The toddler died from mechanical asphyxiation and smothering. Bruises covered the right side of her face. Marks around her neck showed force had been applied there. Inside the child's small hand, investigators found something heartbreaking. She clutched strands of her mother's hair during her final struggle. Even with overwhelming evidence, the mother denied responsibility. She later blamed the boyfriend for encouraging abusive behavior. Eventually, prosecutors reached a plea agreement in court. The mother accepted responsibility for severe child abuse charges. She received a lengthy prison sentence for her actions. Years behind bars would follow the death of her daughter. The boyfriend was also arrested later by police. He now faces trial for aiding the abuse, leading to death. But none of these consequences could change one reality. A smiling 2-year-old girl never woke up again that morning.